the barbell front squat. Phenomenal exercise, but it is very challenging to do correctly. So you want to have a good base between all the other squats before getting up to a barbell front squat. Okay? The position is going to be technically a little bit different. In a box squat or in a Zercher squat, we typically allow ourselves to hinge over a little bit more to keep the bar positioned over our feet. Now, because the bar is going to be up top across my collarbones and my shoulders, I'm going to have a much more upright posture, something like that, in the position, which is going to require, again, a tremendous amount of core and mid-back strength as we go down and up into the position and we don't collapse under the bar. So, the way we're going to set it up, I'm going to go under the bar and face out just for the video purposes. Now, in an ideal scenario, you should have good range of motion in your wrists, your elbows, and your shoulders to get a full grip on the bar. Now, most people don't have that tremendous amount of mobility, so the quick option is to go to at least 2 fingers of a solid grip on the bar. That's how I'll demonstrate it just so I can talk through. Hands will be positioned just outside the shoulders, give or take, based on mobility. And we are going to really wrap our elbows under and in front of us. Our goal is to get those upper arms parallel to the ground. And our shoulders are going to be rounded. We are not trying to retract our position. Set your fingers, elbows wrap all the way around, and upper arm is parallel to the ground. That is where I'm going to support the bar. Now this is going to be the ideal position because I have now 4 points of contact on the bar between my shoulders and my hands, as opposed to some other variations we'll talk about later. After you step out from the bar, you're going to make sure that you are setting your squat the same position you've learned so far, bracing the big toe, pinky toe, and heel into the ground, bracing that belly and getting that tuck, and then lowering yourself straight down and straight up. Much more of an up-down squat compared to a little bit of a hips back squat we see in a lot of our other variations. Straight down, straight up. As I said, most people do not have the full mobility required to get into a full grip front squat position. So that 2-finger option is our best bet. But if that's still something that is too difficult, whether it be restrictions in the wrist, restrictions in the tricep, or in the shoulders, a great alternative is going to be a Frankenstein position. We're going to still think arms reaching away from us and getting ourselves tight to that bar. It's going to rest right over that meaty part of your shoulder and your deltoid. It's going to be touching right up against your throat. Don't be afraid of that. What we don't want is for that bar to be sitting on the arm itself, because of course I'm not going to be able to hold that weight. I'm getting nice and close and personal. That way, the bar is being supported by my shoulders. Now, to create a little extra stability, I'm going to bend my elbows back, crossing my hands, and let my hands sit on the bar. I'm keeping my upper arm flat to the ground to make sure that I am not bending over and losing control of the bar throughout the motion. Bracing the core, elbows staying high parallel to the floor, just like our previous variation. That's a good alternative if you can't get your hands on the bar. Meanwhile, you can work on your mobility.